What's going on, guys? Bloodolf941 here, and man, I gotta say, after how rough of a time it was to gather footage for Midnight Coup, it's genuinely like coming up for air to make content about something I really enjoy using, and I cannot wait to share with y'all why. But first, before we get started, if y'all could click the like button and hit the subscribe as well, that would be really cool. Thanks! I hate doing this. This sucks. I'm not a fan of having to shill myself. I hate it. Anyway, so we're going to talk about the Boudica-C, Boudica-C sidearm. So what is it? Well, it's a 260 RPM precision frame sidearm made by Hakke. It is obtainable as a world drop or by focusing engrams from Banshee when the Hakke weapons are available. I'm pretty sure they're on a daily rotation. What's really funny is that there are exactly 3 obtainable and not currently sunset precision sidearms in the game. There would be 4, but Swift Verdict got pulled from the Prophecy loot pool, and I don't know how to get that now. I'm pretty sure it's not obtainable anymore. There's only 3 of these. The other 2 are Lonesome, which is a gambit weapon, and Enigma's Draw, which is purely a world drop weapon. Maybe Banshee will sell it sometimes, but I'm pretty sure it's a world drop only weapon. They're all kinetic, so a direct comparison is more viable here than any other video I've done before, so that's real nice for me. As it stands, and once again, there's not very many of these, so it's kind of easy to do this. The Boudica is the best in slot legendary precision sidearm, purely based on stats. Like if you look on screen right now, right, it's got the highest range, highest stability, it's got almost double the airborne effectiveness of the other ones, and the only stat that it isn't on top in is aim assist, and it's literally by a single point. I refuse to believe that anybody in my viewer base can feel that difference. I didn't mention this originally, but a small side note, this frame's big weakness is the slower reload speed, so putting on a kinetic loader is damn near required. Shout out to the homies for reminding me that not everybody plays Gunslinger. Just to reinforce what I'm saying, by the way, is that the Boudica is not only the best in slot, but it's also the easiest to acquire. Lonesome drops from Gambit, and that makes you have to play Gambit. So that sucks. And the Enigma has no guaranteed drop source. It's literally just purely a world drop. So I just want to reinforce what I'm saying, that the Boudica is the best in-slot sidearm. And it's the easiest to acquire. This gun is cracked. Very new player friendly. Very good. I'm surprised I don't see more of them in the wild. So let's talk perks. In column 3, you've got Moving Target, Stats for All, Threat Detector, Slick Draw, Hip Fire Grip, Pugilist, and Ambitious Assassin. Moving Target's probably the best one. Once again, you know, pretty good perk. It's always active. Almost maxes out your aim assist stat, puts it at 95. So this is probably the best option, just because you're always going to be using this. Stats for All, you could pair with One for All in column 4, but you're not gonna want to fight 3 people at the same time with most weapons, and especially not with a sidearm like this. Threat Detector is honestly not that bad. But you're kind of close for how I like to use this gun. It's a sidearm, so like being close is kind of expected, but this thing can fight at longer ranges, so Threat Detector's not always going to be useful. Slick Draw is fucking awful, and I still do not care about it no matter what they do to it. Hip Fire Grip is fine. It's not a detriment. Pugilist is really good if you're running a melee heavy build, or like Arc Hunter or Titan. And Ambitious Assassin works really well with multi-kill clip, but I don't think you really need the extra ammo. Yeah, this thing kind of runs out of shots, but you're killing rather quickly, so it's not that big of a deal. In column 4, you've got One for All, Surrounded, Swashbuckler, Gut Shot Straight, Frenzy, Multi-Kill Clip, and Osmosis. Like I said before, about One for All, pairs well with stats, but you don't want to fight 3 people at once. Surrounded works really well with Threat Detector, and if you're cracked, it gives you a 3-shot kill at 10 resilience, but you just gotta play out of the optimal range, and I don't want to do that. And you also need to be surrounded, so not the greatest thing in the world to be. It does work through walls, so there's that. Swashbuckler goes really well with Pugilist and makes it go fuck on mode with Atheris build. Getting that 50% damage is really easy. You just chuck a Atheris knife around the corner and you just start fragging out. So if you get a Pugilist Swashbuckler one, I'd keep it. It's really good. Gut Shot Straight is dog shit, but if you really wanted to be funny, you could pair it with Slick Draw, and now your gun handles really well, but you're like doing... you're never hitting a shot, so... I mean, it's funny, but it's not really that good. Frenzy is still not a PvP perk. Multi-kill clip is my personal favorite, because with 1 stack, you're doing 75 to the head, and that just shreds people. If you get a second kill before you're loading, it becomes 86 and it lets you 3-tap. Like, this thing, it will kill. Multi-Q clip is really good. It's the one that I have on mine, and it's very, very good. Osmosis is not really useful in PvP. So I have a 5 out of 5 God roll with Hammer Forged, Ricochet, Moving Target, Multi-Q clip, and a Range Masterwork, and it brings my range up to 88. And my aim assist up to 95. With all of that, I'm hitting full damage at the range that most auto rifles are fighting you at. Now, the higher end of 600s and high impacts or precisions are going to outduel you, obviously, but with the way that maps are designed, you can get a little bit closer and an auto rifle will still be effective, and this gun can fight at that range. It's very, very rangy. It's really, really nice. This thing just slaps, and I haven't even mentioned the origin trait yet. Hakke Breach armaments shreds through Titan barricades, especially Bastion ones, like they're made of fucking cheese, dude. It's insane. Like, this gun does really, really well in Trials and Comp, where Bubble and Void Titan is king, and this will just shit on barricades. It also kills Bleak Watcher turrets, because that's what Hakke Breach Armaments does. It can kill Child of the Old Gods pretty quickly, too. It's added bonus. This origin trait is really good. And also in seasons like right now, we've got anti-barrier sidearm. It's really nice. What's really funny is that when I first started using this gun, it was also around the time that Titan's Ramparts showed up for Titans. So like you'd have Bastion Titans, right? Void Titans with Bastion running Titan's Ramparts. And I had anti-barrier sidearm that season. I think I was actually 2-tapping barricades with it. It was very funny. They did not expect that. It was very cool. If there's anybody annoying like that happening, find a weapon with Hakke Breach armaments. This will fuck on Titan barricades. It's very good. So since it's a sidearm, you're probably going to want to pair it with something with a little more range than usual. Like I said, it's a rangier sidearm, but you're not really fighting at turbo ranges. Any pulse rifle and energy slot works, like BXR, the new LC's rifle, Graviton. I personally wouldn't really use a sniper because of the special ammo economy. I think I'd rather have a primary in my energy slot if I'm using a sidearm. But if you want to and you're fragging with it, you absolutely can, beloved Cloud Strike. A bow could work, but if you use a bow, that's a sin, and you're going to hell. So if you couldn't tell, I fucking love this gun. I'm the kind of player that really, really enjoys sidearms, and this thing just does it all for me. This thing is damn near perfect. It shits on shotgun apes. As they like close the distance to you, you're going to kill them before they get to you. It duels with SMGs and ARs, and it wins those duels. It is incredibly sticky in every single way that matters. I genuinely think that you owe it to yourself, even if you dislike sidearm, to spend your extra engrams at Banshee and focus one until you find one that you like. It's got a lot of options for perk combinations as well. Like I said, I called mine a 5 out of 5, but if you're running a melee heavy build, Pugilist, Swashbuckler. If you want the ammo from multiple kills for Ambitious Assassin to proc, and you think you need that to get your kills, Ambitious Multi-Kill Clip. You can do funny rolls like Stats 1, not really a PvP thing, but you can do it, right? Like, this thing has a lot of options, has a lot of combinations you can run. It is so much fun. I know it's not a new weapon, and I know that like reviews tend to be about newer weapons to kind of capture the zeitgeist, but I felt like doing a video about something I like. And also, I don't care about making a video for anything until Blast Furnace comes out, and that's not coming out until next week. So it's still very, very good, and it definitely competes in the sandbox. Go get yourself a 9 and kill a god today. But that's just what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Have you guys ever used this sidearm? Are you interested in the sidearms at all? Do you have a role that I didn't mention, or do you think I'm sleeping on something? Let me know in those comments down below what you're thinking. Keep your eyes peeled for the Blast Furnace review. It's going to be coming in the same week that Pulse Rifle drops. I think I'll have it on that Friday video. Unless something stupid happens, it'll be the Tuesday after. Thank you for all the sub love and the viewership on the Midnight Q review. I really do appreciate that. That video was a pain in the ass to make. It feels really good to know that it was kind of worth all the effort I put into it. So thank you very much for that, guys. I do appreciate that. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Destiny content here in a little bit, but you know, I will try to come up with something. Maybe I'll talk about another old gun in the event. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.
Zone C lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Zone B lost. Enemy has advantage. 3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage. Sound tactic. Zone B lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Double down. Zone B lost. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. They have advantage. Two for one. Yes! 3 down! Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest.